The head of Amnesty Kenya says at least 16 people died, most of them killed by police, and over 400 injured during nationwide anti-government protests in Kenya, a year after deadly demonstrations against a tax bill which culminated in the storming of parliament. According to local media, thousands of Kenyans took to the streets to commemorate last year's demonstrations in which more than 60 people had died, with police firing tear gas and water cannons to disperse them in the capital, Nairobi. Kenya's National Commission on Human Rights noted heavy police deployment and allegations of excessive use of force, including rubber bullets, live ammunition and water cannons, resulting in numerous injuries. Initially, peaceful commemorations descended into chaos as scattered groups ripped up flagstones to throw projectiles at security forces and chanted for the resignation of President William Ruto. State-funded body Independent Policing Oversight Authority said that at least 61 people were arrested during the protests. An official at the capital's main Kenyatta National Hospital said the facility had received dozens of wounded people. The government ordered TV and radio stations to halt live coverage of the protests, which gained momentum beyond the capital, including the port city of Mombasa and in towns of Kirengila, Kisii, Matu and Nyeri. Although last year's protests faded after President William Ruto withdrew proposed tax hikes, public anger has remained over the use of excessive force by security agencies. Outrage flared over police brutality, particularly after a blogger and a teacher were killed in custody earlier this month. A group of peaceful protesters were attacked last week by a gang of motorbike riding goons, as they are known in Kenya, armed with whips and clubs, working in tandem with the police.
We are protesting because we want justice for Ojwang, justice for all those who have been killed through police brutality. That's all we ask for. We urge the government to let us demonstrate peacefully instead of chasing us away violently.
We strongly condemn the use of goons to disperse peaceful protesters. Whatever you reap, you will sow. If politicians continue using goons as a tactic, you will face the wrath of Kenyans. Don't try to replicate what is happening in Haiti here in Kenya.
And there's more on this from our correspondent Luisa Olani, who sent us this report. Take a look.
Protests in Kenya resulted to a number of deaths recorded and over 400 injured, according to Amnesty Kenya and the Kenya Medical Association. Thousands of Kenyans, mostly Gen Z, protest on the anniversary of last year's deadly anti-government unrest, sparked by a controversial finance bill. Protesters demand justice, police reforms and an end to corruption. The government faces pressure to act as the nation's youth make their voices heard. A number of observers got worried about uncertainties in the early hours of Kenyan protests, where the government ordered TV and radio stations to halt live coverage of the protest. A high court later set aside the government's order. International communities urge restraint and respect for peaceful demonstrations, expressing sadness over death and injuries. From Lagos, Nigeria, Louisa Olaniyi, WION, World is One.